At the outset, let me invoke the blessings of Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharda Devi, and Swami Vivekananda. Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha Jananim Sharadam Devi Ramakrishnam Jagadguru Pad Padme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmu Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Sarupaya Swamine Tapaharini. Mrs. Vijay Thakur Singh, the Honorable Ambassador of India to Ireland, Swami Vimokshanandaji Maharaj, President, Ramakrishna Mission Singapore, Swami Purnanandaji Maharaj, who is the main architect of Éire Vedanta Society, Swami Sarvalokanandaji Maharaj, Secretary Ramakrishna Mission, Narendrapur, Calcutta, Swami Sarvasthanandaji Maharaj, his Minister in charge of Ramakrishna Vivekananda Center of London. Dear devotees, admirers, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, hearty greetings to all of you from Ramakrishna Mission, Belur, the heart of Ramakrishna movement. I deem it a great honor for being able to participate in this dedication ceremony. It is a day of days. It is an historic occasion when the Ramakrishna movement has been formally initiated in Dublin. Of course, Swami Purnanandaji Maharaj has been working here since many years. Now he purchased the building, thoroughly renovated it, and today this building has been dedicated and it has become a branch of the Ramakrishna Mission. Now Sri Ramakrishna has been installed here. Puja was done since morning by Swami Vimokshanandaji Maharaj. Yapashyati sapashyati. Those who have eyes, they'll be able to see the divinity of Sri Ramakrishna. The divinity of Lord cannot be seen through naked eyes unless we purify our minds and senses of dirt and impurity. Till then we cannot see the glory of God. So unless we are endowed with renunciation, devotion to Lord through prayer and austerity, then only we get the grace of God. You'll remember an incident in Mahabharata when Sri Krishna wanted to show his universal form, Vishwarup, to Arjuna. He couldn't see it. He says, Lord, I am not able to see your universal form. Then Sri Krishna says, Divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashame yogam ashwaram. So I give you those divine eyes and now you can see my universal form. So unless we pray sincerely to Sri Ramakrishna, we will not be able to see that divinity. So long prayers and then hearing should be there. Then reading of the scriptures, it enables us to see God face to face. That's why Mahatma Gandhi in his book, in his foreword to the life of Ramakrishna, he says, the story of Sri Ramakrishna is a story of religion in practice. His life enables us to see God face to face. So he's very much there with us. And we have to strive to see him. Swami Vivekananda says in one place, our Lord has not dropped this Ramakrishna form. Those who sincerely yearn for him, he reveals to us. So that tremendous conviction has to be there in the divinity of Sri Ramakrishna. Then you will find he is very much here. So I cannot say that Swami Purnanandaji is behind all this whatever you see today. This Lord himself is doing his work. And I have deep conviction in this one. For last 44 years, I am seeing in my life that it is he himself that is doing his work. He gets his people and does his work. I remember some years back, maybe about some 20 years back, I was in Advaita Ashram, that is the premier publication department of the Ramakrishna Mission, situated in Calcutta. I was sitting in my office when one packet was delivered to me by the post office. When I opened it, I found 2 Arabic books. I was surprised, how come that these books have come to me and who has sent this? Then I found one small letter inside the book where one Iranian professor, Iranian university professor, he writes to me, Swamiji, some years back, I went to India, I visited various places. When I was about to come to Iran, then I picked up 2 books from one railway station bookshop at Mumbai. One was Life of Sri Ramakrishna by Romarola, and another Mind and Its Control. After reading Life of Ramakrishna, I was overwhelmed with joy, and I thought it will be criminal on my part if I don't share this divine wisdom with my Muslim brothers in Iran. Nobody, I hope, from Ramakrishna Mission, any Swami has gone to Iran to preach Sri Ramakrishna. But see how the Lord gets his own people, inspires them, and he gets his work done. Another incident also happened in my life when I got some Urdu books from Karachi that without our prayer permission, because we were holding the copyright of the Karma Yoga written by Swami Vivekananda. So someone in Karachi, in Pakistan, had translated those books and he was not able to sell them. So he wrote to Swamiji, I have translated these books. Please give me copyright so that I can publish it and then distribute it to others. So what I want to convey to you is that Sri Ramakrishna himself is doing all these things. So when an incarnation comes, very few people understand him. But slowly his message spreads everywhere. It takes several centuries for an incarnation to manifest himself fully. So what Sri Ramakrishna was during Swami Vivekananda's time, now he has become much more. So it is increasing in a proportion. That's why Swami Vivekananda says, Sri Ramakrishna is not a personality, he is an idea. his power that is increasing day after day. That's why his message and life are impacting society everywhere. They are getting joy, peace, love for God, because it was Sri Ramakrishna who proved that God is. He can be seen and he can be approached through various ways. That was his unique contribution in the history of religions. So as on today, Ramakrishna Mission has got 201 centers worldwide. And today we have added one more center. So I am highly delighted at this idea that how Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is spreading his wings everywhere, bringing peace and solace to the hearts of so many people. So now this divine play will go on. Swami Vivekananda says that the mission of Sri Ramakrishna will go on smoothly for 1,500 years. We have covered only just a little more than 100 years. So now Ramakrishna Mission is spreading its branches everywhere. And we are doing several types of activities. One is welfare activities. Then we are into educational services. Then we are into medical services. We are doing relief and rehabilitation. Wherever some calamity is there, Ramakrishna Mission comes forward and caters to the needs of affected people. Then we do a lot of welfare work, giving pecuniary aid to widows and downtrodden people. Then we give so many scholarships in thousands to young school boys and colleges so that they can pursue their studies. Swami Vivekananda, he wanted to merge in meditation. So he wanted a boon from Sri Ramakrishna so that he will always be merged in the thought of God. When Sri Ramakrishna heard from him, he told him, high on you. I thought you will be a big banyan under whose shade millions of people will take shelter. So now Swami Vivekananda is spreading his branches everywhere. That's why Ramakrishna Mission is spreading everywhere. To me, the greatest contribution of Swami Vivekananda is the founding of Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission. And through these institutions, so this Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission are the conduit, they are the channels, they are the instruments through which Swami Vivekananda has brought the issue, that Ashirvad or the Kripa or the grace of Sri Ramakrishna. So through these institutions, the grace of Sri Ramakrishna is flowing everywhere. So you need some medium, you need some conduit through which his grace has to flow. And Swami Vivekananda says, this Ramakrishna Math and Mission are the gross bodies of Sri Ramakrishna. So those who love Sri Ramakrishna, they are bound to serve this Sangha, this organization. So I was telling you that we have 202 centers. Then some centers have sub-centers also. Their number also will be, say, about 20. So 222 centers are there in different parts of the world. Apart from this, so this is the main river through which the message of Sri Ramakrishna is spreading. The main river leading humanity to liberation, to moksha, to peace and joy. And then there are other tributaries also through which the grace of Sri Ramakrishna is spreading. That is Ramakrishna Sharda Mission, the wing for the ladies. So where we cannot approach, the message of Sri Ramakrishna is spreading that organization. They are also working on similar principles. They also opened so many centers. So that is another tributary. Then we have got more than 1,000 private centers. Private, not in the sense that they are owned by one individual, but our devotees, they are managing those institutions. They are working on similar lines, spreading the message of Sri Ramakrishna, Vivekananda and Holy Mother. And they are being guided by Ramakrishna Mission in their activities. So their number is more than 1,000. So that is another tributary. They are spread in various villages, small towns and cities. And then throughout the world, there are many devotees where they discuss the life and message of Sri Ramakrishna. So meditation centers are there where they meet together. So like that, the message of Sri Ramakrishna is spreading everywhere. Swami Vivekananda, during his stay in America and Europe, he didn't want to talk much about Sri Ramakrishna. But when devotees, the local people, they heard that Sri Ramakrishna is a wonderful teacher, they requested him many times that they are interested in hearing about his wonderful life. So Swami Vivekananda gave 2 lectures on Sri Ramakrishna. One he gave in Madison Square in New York, and then another he gave at Wimbledon in London. In 1895, he gave these 2 lectures. Then later on, these 2 lectures were combined, they were compiled and have been brought out under the title, My Masters. So when you read this book, or before that I can tell you that while Swami Vivekananda was in New York, in his letters to his brother disciples, he wrote from New York to his brother disciples a small poem in Sanskrit. The substance of that is the nectar that has been churned from the ocean of Vedas, which was later all these avatars, divine incarnations. They put tremendous strength and power in that nectar. And other great sages and saints, they have put their life into this, life essence they have put into this nectar. So Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, they have dropped, they have given so much strength, their energy into this nectar. And then afterwards it was further strength by various incarnations, sages and saints. So that picture of nectar has been brought to us by Sri Ramakrishna. So here we get the essence of the idea of avatarhood that has been presented to us by Swami Vivekananda. So I was telling you about the message, my masters, 2 lectures which Swami Vivekananda gave in the West. So when you read it thoroughly, you'll find Swami Vivekananda has highlighted 3 ideas. The first one is Sri Ramakrishna as an individual, by realization of God, has released tremendous spiritual energy in this world, which in due course of time is going to do a lot of good to the humanity. So when an incarnation comes, he doesn't come for his disciples, or he doesn't come for some local people or one country. He comes for the entire world. So this is, and that incarnation, as I told you, in course of time, he manifests his full divinity, but it takes centuries. Then another idea that is highlighted by Swami Vivekananda in his lecture, the greatest contribution of Swami Vivekananda, Sri Ramakrishna, is the unity of religion or the harmony of religions. He showed that through each religion, if you follow it sincerely, you reach to the same goal. You reach to the same goal. Because we have not realized God through our own part, what to speak of others. That's why we fight only in name. We say, no, my religion is superior and his religion is inferior. So Sri Ramakrishna proved, if my religion is false, then your religion is also false. So when incarnation comes, he puts new blood and flesh in religion. Not only in one religion, in all religions they get reinvigorated. When flood comes, all small ponds are filled up. So that's why, because people in course of time, they find that religions, they lose their essence. All incarnation, they come, they put new blood and flesh in religion, but in due course, it loses its capacity to bring devotees in communion with God. So this is the greatest contribution of an incarnation, that he reinvigorates. That's why everywhere you find that spiritual ideas are spreading everywhere. They appeal human beings. You see, since morning we have been hearing this chanting from young school students. Then bhajans were there and a lot of singing was there. The whole environment was uplifted. We are thrown into higher states of consciousness. So this is the second idea that has been highlighted by Swami Vivekananda. And the third idea that we find there, he says, Swami Vivekananda says that Sri Ramakrishna, he has criticized the spirit of materialism and he has appreciated the spirit of vairagya, renunciation. So all incarnations, all saints and sages in all religions, their message was always Atmarte Prithvim Tejet. Atmarte, for the sake of God's realization, Prithvim Tejet. They have left this world. They have renounced this world. This world doesn't hold any charm from them because God is everything to them. So they don't run after world. Similarly, we find in the Bible also, what shall it hold if a man wins the whole world but loses his own soul? So by running after this world, we are losing our own soul. So that's why we are in crisis. We are facing this peacelessness everywhere. Everything is there. Money is there, flats are there, vehicles, cars are there. But in spite of that, we feel something hollow inside. So, Atmarte Prithvim Tejet. For the sake of God's realization, people have renounced everything. Jesus Christ also says, somebody wanted to follow him. He says, first, sell your property and whatever proceeds are there, you distribute among the poor, then follow me. So that spirit has to be there. Sri Ramakrishna says, had I known that this world is real, I would have covered Kamarpur, his birthplace, with gold. But he knew that these vanities of the world are not real. So that's why God was the only entity. God was real to him. He worshipped Mother Kali. He could feel her divine presence. Once Sri Ramakrishna told Vivekananda, Naren, that was his pre-monastic name, Naren, wherever carry me on your shoulders, whether you keep me under a tree or in a humble cottage, I will live happily. So that Swami Vivekananda has installed him everywhere. Now Swami Purnanandji, he has installed Sri Ramakrishna in a palace. I was just wondering, just within 3 months, he has created this palace for Sri Ramakrishna, where devotees will come, they'll hear about the divine message of Sri Ramakrishna and become active partners in the mission of Sri Ramakrishna. So I appeal to all of you that please give your shoulders and see that the message of Swami Vivekananda spreads everywhere. Last year, we are celebrating the 150th birth anniversary of Sister Nivedita. So what is so great about her? That throughout the world, in all our centers, we celebrated her birth anniversary, 150th birth. When you go to Darjeeling, India, where she breathed her last in 1911, it was the month of October. So there it is written, here reposes the ashes of Sister Nivedita of Ramakrishna Vivekananda, who gave everything for India. I don't know who composed those lines, but in these lines you find the entire contribution of Sister Nivedita. Since I was in Advaita Ashram, the premier publication department of the Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, so I had the privilege of publishing the complete works of Sister Nivedita in 5 volumes. And then Sister Nivedita's letters, it was published by some outsiders publisher. Then we reorganized the whole thing. We collected some more letters. About 900 letters we collected and brought out about just recently, about 4 months, 5 months back, 5 volumes, letters of Swami Vivekananda. And these letters, you will find at least 50% of these letters were written to Miss MacLeod, because she was very close friend of Sister Nivedita. When Lizel Raymond was writing the life of the biography of Sister Nivedita, MacLeod handed over those letters to Lizel Raymond. Afterwards, when she completed her book, she gave these letters to one Anirvan. He was associated, he was a great poet and associated with Arvinda Ashram Pondicherry. And afterwards, when he came to Advaita, Calcutta, he had become by then very old. Then he was very anxious these letters should not get lost. There is one Shankari Prasad Basu, a great researcher on Swami Vivekananda and Sister Nivedita. So this Anirvan, he handed over those letters to Shankari Prasad Basu for safe custody. And Shankari Prasad Basu, he wrote beautiful biography of Sister Nivedita under the title Lokamata Nivedita. And then research work of 7 volumes on Swami Vivekananda. And Shankari Prasad Basu, just about a few years back, he handed over these letters to Ramakrishna Mission. So these letters are safely preserved in our archives at Ramakrishna Mission, Delurma. Then from Advaita Ashrama, we also publish Cradle Tales of Hinduism, Web of Indian Life, Kali the Mother, Notes on Some Wanderings with Swami Vivekananda. And then another book that is Myths and Symbols of Hindus and Buddhists, that also I had the occasion to publish that one a few years back. So from this institution, we are propagating the message of Sister Nivedita. So I feel myself blessed that I could continue that work in Advaita Ashram. Now the center has come. Now in an order, I find this also has become too small. It's not able to accommodate so many devotees, because in course of time many more will come. So many functions will be held here. I don't know how Purnanandji Maharaj, and now of course Swami Vimokshanandji Maharaj has come all the way from Singapore. He will take charge of this center, and we have named it Ramakrishna Vedanta Society. So under this nomenclature, lot of work will be done. Many monks from Ramakrishna order, from different corners of the world, they will come, give classes here, and people already, I find they are very much enthusiastic. The way they are singing together, I felt myself very, very nice. So I don't want to take much of your time. Once again, I thank Swami Purnanandaji for inviting me here. I've seen the magic he has worked out in a couple of months. This is simply remarkable, incredible, you can say. Within short term, he has done so much work. Once again, I thank all of you. Namaskar. Om.